Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Forged Irish Stout Empire Fight Storm. Delighted for the first time to be joined by Ray Ford here in the UK. First off, welcome. A bit of a whirlwind press conference yesterday. We're seeing Queensberry versus Matchroom. We had Undisputed, Bivol, Beterbiev as well. Another huge event that you're part of and you're playing a big part of. How are you feeling knowing that this event's just round the corner and you'll get a chance to show the world again your skills?
I feel great. It's a fast, turnaround for me to get right back into the ring and basically showcase my skills to the world. It's going to be my first time fighting in Saudi Arabia. We're going up against, another promotion, and I'm happy. I'm excited for it.
You mentioned that you're not that long out of the ring. Fighters always talk about, activity keeps me sharp. It was a hard fight for both in that, and you got your world title. But is that going to be an advantage for you, the fact that I suppose he's not been long out the ring as well, but is that going to help you, the fact you've not had that, massive long break in between?
For sure. Like you said, activity means a lot, and the more active you are, the sharper you'll be. So I know it's going to be a fast turnaround. He only fought a week after I fought, so it's going to be good for both of us.
In terms of the build-up for this fight, we saw yesterday this most incredible promo I've ever seen for a fight. How did you find getting involved in all that, the filming and the acting side of it? Something a little bit different?
Yeah, it's different, but I just look at it like I don't think too big of things or put a lot of pressure on myself over things like this. So I just stay in the moment, and I know on the night of the fight, I can't think about any of this stuff. I can't get too excited about it. I just got lock in and focus on getting the victory.
Are these type of moments the sort of things that you're going to look back on and enjoy further down the line rather than in the moment? Is that how you stay sort of tunnel vision and focus, not letting, you mentioned there, letting it get to you and don't enjoy it too much because there's a job at hand?
Yeah, exactly. And I was a victim of it in the past before, getting too hyped and things like that, getting too excited and, not staying in the moment and focusing.
Well, look, Nick Ball, we saw what he did last time out. I heard you reference in IFL's interview that you weren't really scoring the fight. It's sort of a fight of two halves. What do you make of him? He's a rough, ready, come forward fighter. A lot of people thought he won that fight as well. But what do you make of him?
I think he's an exciting fighter. He's very aggressive. Physically strong. I don't know if he hits hard, like punch strong, but I can see he's physically strong. He like to throw you around and things like that. So it's going to make for a great fight. I'm looking forward to it.
Where do you see your advantages coming into this fight? From seeing what you've seen of him, you had to go to the well against Kholmatov, who was, before going into that fight, he's extremely highly rated along with yourself, and you two had a brilliant fight. Do you see the fact that you've had to sort of dig deep and get to that grind, go to that well, and maybe he hasn't had that yet in his career? Is that where sort of one of your big advantages going in?
I haven't watched all his fights, so I really don't know what he had to do in his career. But my advantages is my IQ. I feel like he hasn't faced anybody with an IQ like mine. I'm very fast, very sharp. I got a great jab. It's gonna be a lot going on in there for him that he's gonna have to deal with, and I'm curious to see if he can make adjustments to it.
I know you've obviously got a young family as well. How much are they a motivating factor when you're looking at going for titles? I know I've heard you talk about bouncing up to 130 at some point. How much do they play a part in your mind when you're going into the ring?
Yeah, they play a big part. When I'm in camp training day to day, I'm thinking about them. I got to push myself harder. So my family is definitely a big motivation for me.
Speaking to Eddie Hearn yesterday, he was giving us the run-through of the card, and he says, Ray Ford, listen, the best in the division. He's been singing your praises ever since you've been working together, and says, look, he's going to beat Nick Ball, absolutely, without doubt. What's it been like working with him and having a promoter who's so confident and 100% behind his fight and giving you all the backing you need?
It feels great, having a promoter that believes in me and basically, promoting me, the way I should be. So it's great.
In terms of this format, it is a team format in a way, but do you allow yourself to think about that, I don't want to let the team down, because ultimately it's your own battle. It doesn't really matter, I suppose, if everyone on your team in a way loses, as long as you get the win, because it's an individual sport. But does that play a part in your mind, thinking about, can't let the team down, Matchroom versus Queensberry?
Nah, like I said, I don't really think of, put more pressure on myself or think of it all that stuff is good for the promotion. I don't think we're going in. Like, I'm not going into this fight, you know, thinking, oh, I got a team behind me and things like that. I feel like it's an individual sport still, and I'm going in there to win just like I do any other fight.
I heard you reference in the previous interview, you're looking at, you know, maybe moving up to 130 pounds. What does that depend on? Does that depend on opportunity at this weight, depending on how you come through this next fight? How long do you give it before you say, you know what, I need to move up?
I mean, we just gotta wait and see. It depends on a lot of things. How I'm feeling during this weight cut, how I'm feeling during the fight. It all depends. The opportunities, it got to make sense for me.
100% right. Have you got a message for the fans before we sign this off?
You know, tune into this fight. Make sure y'all, you know, follow every fighter's journey. Follow my journey. I will be posting YouTube videos every week for my camp. And just tune in. It's going to be an epic card, an epic night, and you don't want to miss it.
Ray Ford, I appreciate your time. Thanks for talking to Boxing Social. We'll catch up hopefully on fight night.
Thank you. See you soon.